Once upon a time, before the sun learned how to rise calmly and before people understood the power inside their own minds, there lived a young man named Arelion. From the outside, Arelion looked like everyone else. He walked, talked, worked, and smiled when needed. But inside his head, there was a storm that never rested. Thoughts came like loud voices, one after another, telling him he was not enough, telling him to fear the future, telling him to regret the past. Every morning, before his feet touched the floor, his thoughts had already decided how his day would feel. Arelion believed his thoughts were the truth. When his mind said he would fail, he felt weak. When his mind said people were judging him, he felt small. When his mind replayed old mistakes, he felt heavy. He did not know that thoughts are visitors, not owners. He did not know that the mind is a tool, not a master. So he obeyed every thought like a command, and slowly his life became narrow and quiet. One evening, after a long day that felt longer than it should have, Arelion sat alone by a river that moved slowly but never stopped. He watched the water flow, carrying leaves, dust, and broken twigs. Some things floated fast, some stayed longer, but nothing remained forever. As he watched, a strange feeling touched him. The river was busy, yet calm. His mind was busy, yet painful. He asked himself a simple question that changed everything. Why do my thoughts control me, but the river is free? That night, Arelion could not sleep. His thoughts tried to take control again, but something had shifted. He remembered the river. He remembered how it did not fight what entered it. It allowed everything to pass. In that quiet moment, he realized he had never watched his thoughts. He had only followed them. So he tried something new. When a fearful thought came, he did not argue. He did not agree. He simply noticed it. He said silently, "This is a thought, not a fact." For the first time, the thought felt lighter. The next day, the world did not change, but Arelion did. At work, a mistake happened. His chest tightened, but he remembered the river. He took one slow breath. He watched the thought like a cloud passing through the sky. The cloud was dark, but the sky was still there. He corrected the mistake without attacking himself. The day felt different, not easier, but clearer. Days passed, and Arelion practiced this quiet skill. He learned that thoughts grow when fed with fear and shrink when met with calm attention. When anger came, he did not push it away. He felt it in his body, noticed its heat, and waited. Anger spoke loudly at first, then softened, then left. When sadness came, he allowed it to sit beside him without turning it into a story about hopelessness. He discovered that emotions want to be felt, not fought. One afternoon, Arelion met an old woman named Selmira who seemed to carry peace in her steps. She watched him carefully and said, "You are learning to listen without obeying." Surprised, Arelion asked how she knew. She smiled and said, "Your eyes are calmer." Selmira told him something simple but powerful. She said the mind is like a wild horse. If you try to break it with force, it will throw you down. If you guide it with patience, it will carry you far. Those words stayed with Arelion. He realized self-control was not about pushing thoughts away. It was about choosing which thoughts deserve attention. Emotional intelligence was not about never feeling pain. It was about understanding what pain is trying to teach. Slowly, Arelion began to respond instead of react. When someone criticized him, he listened without building a war inside his head. When fear warned him about the future, he thanked it for trying to protect him and then returned to the present moment. Life tested him again when a big opportunity arrived, one that also carried the risk of failure. Old thoughts returned, louder than before. They told him to stay safe, to stay small. His hands shook, his heart raced, but this time he did not run. He sat with his fear like an old friend. He said, "I see you. You can stay, but you cannot decide for me." Then he took one step forward, and then another. The journey was not perfect. Some days, Arelion lost control and fell back into old patterns. But now he noticed it sooner. He forgave himself faster. He understood that mastery of the mind is not a single moment, but a daily practice. Like the river, progress moves even when it seems slow. What mattered was not silence in the mind, but space between thoughts and actions. Years later, people asked Arelion how he became so calm, so steady. He did not speak about secrets or magic. He told them something very human. He said, "I learned that I am not my thoughts. I am the one who listens. When you listen with awareness, you gain choice. And when you gain choice, you gain freedom." The storm inside him never fully disappeared, but it no longer ruled his life. Thoughts came and went, emotions rose and fell, but Arelion stood like the riverbank, strong and present, allowing life to flow. And in that simple understanding, he found the greatest power a person can have, the power to guide the mind with kindness and to live with control, clarity, and quiet strength.